Hi guys, welcome back to Health Canal channel. Have you ever experienced a trying day or period in which you didn't feel like you were okay? And the issue is that you can't verbalize why you have such pervasive feelings of helplessness in your life at those times, and it just keeps getting worse? These episodes of melancholy, worry, and just plain disorientation are states of mind that I am all too well accustomed to. I have had them for a long time, which led me to believe I may have some sort of anxiety disorder. When things are difficult or too heavy for one person to handle alone, we all require the assistance of another person in the form of a listening ear from time to time. As a result of this, I decided to search for an online counseling program that would be able to help me manage my symptoms. In this video, I will go over some of the most crucial aspects of BetterHelp, which is now one of the most widely used online counseling platforms. Keep watching to find out all I have to say about BetterHelp, including why I chose the program and how it might be able to assist you with your mental health concerns. The idea of going to therapy had crossed my mind numerous times, but I never worked up the courage to do it. I had always suspected that I had generalized anxiety disorder from reading widely but never gotten an official diagnosis. I had good and bad days, but the bad ones seemed to weigh down on me. I was constantly worrying, on edge, wound up and irritable. To make it worse, I had migraines, insomnia, stomach aches, and general discomfort with each episode. The severity of my condition hit the roof when I decided to switch careers. Anxiety and panic attacks became the order of the day, and I desperately needed to get help. In addition to that, COVID didn't make matters any simpler. Anxieties rose to a fever pitch as I became aware that the virus was on the verge of becoming widespread. When the lockdowns were implemented, the situation continued to deteriorate for me. Because I was alone at home, I could not see a therapist in person. Therefore, I had to seek help online. My experience with BetterHelp has been positive up to this point. However, getting to this point required a significant amount of time spent researching and comparing several online treatment programs to locate the one that best fits my needs. BetterHelp hosts one of the largest databases of certified therapists specializing in various mental health disorders, making it one of the more appealing options I found online. This was the primary motivation behind my decision to use the service. I was sure I would be connected with a therapist who was experienced with my issue because the network included many certified specialists. You should be aware that a face-to-face specialist should diagnose you with an official medical diagnosis for you to receive the best care. In my case, my therapist concluded that I might have generative anxiety disorder after only a few sessions, but I needed confirmation from someone qualified to give a medical diagnosis. The therapist may take their time exploring your history with you before confirming the diagnosis and making any appropriate referrals to other specialists. They may ask questions to get to know you better and get a feel for your troubles. Taking this extra time was very important to me, emotionally. I decided to go with BetterHelp because of 4 reasons. Firstly, signing up for BetterHelp and being matched with a therapist skilled in the problems you seek is pretty simple. You can pay the bill per week, month, quarter, and the company's customer support is responsive and fast. In addition, BetterHelp requires that all its counselors hold graduate degrees and have at least 3 years and 1,000 hours of clinical experience, and they are accessible through various media, including texting, live chat, video conversations, and phone calls. Moreover, if you're not happy with how your counselor handles things, you're free to switch to a new therapist whenever you wish until you discover one who is better fit for your needs. And importantly, the site goes to great lengths to ensure your user data is kept private. BetterHelp is an online therapy service that offers individual, marriage, couple, and teen therapy. It is the largest online mental health therapy service with licensed therapists and trained staff worldwide. You can get help in person via phone, email, or app. The first thing that will happen is that you will go through a brief screening process, and the first question you will be asked is whether or not you believe you pose a threat to yourself or others. If self-harm is the case, you will likely not be permitted to use the platform. You will be referred to the nearest hospital emergency room. You visit the website to be paired with a counselor if you declare that you are not a threat to endangering yourself or others. This process could look different depending on the web platform you're using, but on BetterHelp, they questioned me in the following ways. Did I want a therapist who had a spiritual or religious perspective? Did I think I would prefer a therapist of the same gender? What exactly were my concerns regarding my mental health? Did I want to speak with a counselor with prior experience, working with clients who have sexual orientation issues such as LGBTQ? Screening in the counseling room will also carry out additional tests to see if you suffer from other depressive or mood disorders. The therapist will offer some of these tests to gain more information about you. Other tests may be available on request. The evaluation covers numerous mental health conditions like obsessive-compulsive disorder or OCD and bipolar. The BetterHelp algorithm uses such data to narrow it down to the best professionals with the skills and knowledge to help you. My experience with BetterHelp was well organized from the very beginning. The sign-up process took only a few minutes, and it took approximately 24 hours to complete the matching process. After I was paired with a therapist, that therapist reached out to me over live messaging, which is my preferred form of communication. During my first encounter with a therapist, most of the questions asked were continuations of those asked during the screening phases. To provide superior mental health care, the therapist must collect as much information as possible. Some of the questions I was asked were about my childhood, my current issues with my mental health, the history of all my breakdowns I've experienced due to my mental disorder, and even my family life. She inquired about my connections with my coworkers, as well as my siblings and my parents. She was also interested in learning more about my difficulties in romantic relationships and trusting other individuals. Following a few weeks of these conversations between us, my therapist ultimately concurred with my original diagnosis, that I may suffer from generalized anxiety disorder. The therapist is not authorized to give an official medical diagnosis, so I had to consult another specialist later to confirm. My case was manageable enough that I didn't require medicine to carry on with my daily life. The outcomes that I achieved after utilizing the BetterHelp website were favorable, and the experience I had with the mobile app was equally good. I had the impression that the therapist was quite helpful in guiding me through the process of working through my problems. She brought attention to the areas that needed additional care. She encouraged me to evaluate those situations in which I was feeling triggered. And lastly, she provided me with coping techniques to deal with my anxiety. My therapist also gave me weekly assignments to gauge where I was at the point of the session. Because each of our cases is one of a kind, these sessions appear and feel differently to everyone. Nevertheless, the platform is committed to providing you with the best mental health options. Since I believed my therapist provided me with the most appropriate therapy, I was spared the inconvenience of changing therapists. Regardless, the platform allows you to transfer therapists at no additional expense if you ever feel like you've not connected with your current one. Some of the things I would urge you to do to get the best out of BetterHelp: be truthful from the get-go. Be open to your therapist. Do not fear speaking up. Stay present during all the sessions. Be patient with yourself and stay positive. BetterHelp has many advantages, such as the vast network of licensed therapists, the numerous communication channels. The brand caters to various demographics of clients. You get unlimited time with your therapist. You can switch counselors. You get a customizable platform where you're matched with a therapist that best fits your needs. On the other hand, there are still drawbacks I thought BetterHelp could do better. The platform has numerous annoying survey pop-ups. It is a pricey online therapy service. If you are suicidal, there's nothing that BetterHelp can do for you. The therapist cannot prescribe medication or diagnose. The company does not take health insurance and requires clients to file their own claim. For me, using BetterHelp was a wonderful experience. And based on what I've read on the website and other review sites, I get the feeling that almost everyone else feels the same way. You can locate a therapist who works with individuals of any age, teens and adults, married or in a relationship. They have practically every type of specialty therapist available. The different channels of communication are likewise rather remarkable. In addition, the mobile app's availability makes this an even more attractive option. The website is equally impressive as the mobile app. The fact that you cannot obtain a medical diagnosis or prescription is the most significant drawback. Also, the expense and the lack of medical insurance support are big bummer. So if you're looking for this on an online therapy session, you will not find what you need on the BetterHelp platform. You may check out Talkspace or Teladoc in addition to the several other options available online. You should pay attention to your mental health as it is an important component of your overall health. It would be best if you did not allow yourself to end your life in solitary torment and hopelessness when there are platforms such as BetterHelp available to you. Click on the sign up link in my description if you would like some assistance in escaping a cloud of despair that won't go away. Keep sane, stay safe, and stay healthy until we meet again. Please take care of yourself until the next time we meet. Bye!